First and foremost, my client has no affairs with DD Live Studio for having false accusation towards my client claiming him to be manipulator when he isn't. On behalf of my client, this is a direct message for Ryan and Jackson, the one that be manipulating my client. He has everything cleared up and seeking the proper therapy help as well, visiting his doctors along with the right medications. Now does this justify my client being run over by a train slandering him? And not to mention, this isn't Genaro's first time. In fact, this is the 5th time that he has done this and isn't being honest about it. As for my client stated, it was done to him 4th time, and the last one that happened back on year of 2024. So Ryan and Jackson is a deceiver and not to be trusted, and my client had asked him to stay away from him and stop yapping his name, otherwise there would be a fitting punishment for Ryan and Jackson. Have a nice day.
Your client being?
Ryan and Jackson is only using my client's past against Hooman to make him look weak and fragile, but I can assure you that my client is in a better state of mind than Ryan and Jackson's corrupted mind games he's playing on adults and minors, which is sickening, cause I do not find this funny at all. As I said, Hooman isn't in contact with Ryan and Jackson, but Genaro is trying to contact him after Hooman had told him off that he has no little interest in Ryan's manipulation games. Last thing I'd like to mention is that my client Hooman has moved on and it's doing better and has moved on with his life. Please make sure that Ryan and Jackson do not contact Hooman again. Thank you.
I can't make sure of that since he will not listen to any of us. But I believe Hooman could help us finish this investigation with a simple question. Did General Jackson help Hooman with his actions? If he answers honestly without denying his allegations, then General Jackson is finished. If you could do that for me, it would be appreciated. And that will be the one and only thing I will ask from you. Thank you.
Genaro Jackson was involved with my client's actions. My client Hooman has owed up to his mistakes and learned to become a better individual. As I mentioned before, my client is on medication and has a therapist and sees the doctor regularly, so everything is under control with my client.
Okay, just to double check and avoid confusion. General Jackson is guilty of pedophilia?
Yes, he is.
Is there anything you want to say, Genaro Jackson? Are you just gonna deny it like always? You know, it truly is wonderful what God can do. I was gonna ignore this man's messages, but I responded anyway, and look what happened. Direct confirmation from Hooman Azarm. And there's no denying this, Genaro. Even Hassan said it. You first said that you never knew him, you'd never met him, yet you called him. And now, someone with direct contact with Hooman Azarm has asked him. And Hooman Azarm said, yes, you helped him. And yes, our allegations were right. So, you know what this means, right? There's no more faking it around. No more trying to beat it. You lost. And this is direct proof. And let me say it again. God's work, God's power is magnificent. How I was going to ignore this man, and yet something told me not to do it. And look what God put in the way. Like I said, you can't deny God's plan. You should know that, right? Since you're supposedly a Christian. Thank you guys for all your support. Everybody who was involved, thank you. I believe this is where the story ends. He wanted the world to stop. But did he? The world cannot stop for you. It's over. This is Predatorial Investigator Inverto 88. And basically, this is a case closed. Thank you for watching.